Good morning, Coronians. Today we have a very special guest for you guys to meet. Our newly promoted president of PSP, Abby Arnold. Congratulations on your new position. Very well deserved.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You bet. It's so exciting. We talk to people when we bring new organizations into the Coronis household. We always talk to people about, Coronis is all about accountability, opportunity, and the ability to move forward with a larger organization. And Abby, you truly are the embodiment of that success path. So thank you very much. Let's get down to the questions, if that's okay with you.
Yes, let's get started.
All right, brilliant. First of all, could you just tell the Coronians a little bit about how you came to get a job at Coronis? How did you get here?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a very unique story. I'm actually an occupational therapist by trade. So I started my entire career working in pediatrics and working with a multidisciplinary therapy company. So we had OT, PT, speech, neuropsych, and ABA. And at that company, I came in as a new grad, started as an OT, worked my way up to like a branch manager and managing one of our locations, and then moved into director of operations. And then I moved into a de facto CEO position, which is actually where I met Adam and Rhonda with ML Medical Billing. And so from there, we decided to outsource our billing to ML at the time. And so I had a great relationship with Adam and Rhonda. And I ended up going out on maternity leave and just made a decision to leave the previous company that I was at. And Adam and Rhonda both reached out and said, hey, not sure where you're going to fit in the organization, but would love to have you join the team with your operations background and whatnot. And so I took the leap of faith, and I tell everybody I came to the dark side of medical billing, and now I'm here.
Wow, that's brilliant. Okay, so for everybody out there wondering how to become the president of PSP, it's really easy. Go to therapy school. I actually don't know what an occupational therapist does, but it sounds cool. And then become the CEO of a company, and then become a customer of Coronis, then get hired by Coronis. Guys, it's that easy to end up with a job controlling like 600 people and an $80 million budget. It's that easy. So that's amazing. Tell you what, could you tell us a little bit about your career at Coronis today? What did you come in as, and how has that progressed?
Yeah, so obviously coming from the clinical side, I knew billing to the standpoint of I knew what my CPT codes were and diagnosis codes that I had to use as an occupational therapist, but that was kind of the gist of understanding the revenue cycle. So when I actually started at the company, I met the amazing team in Chicago and kind of went through a very fast tutorial of what is revenue cycle. Got the opportunity to work with some of the staff and working different accounts and just kind of understanding what was behind revenue cycle. And I think that's when it really clicked the importance of the revenue cycle. And so from there, I was able to implement a onboarding and implementation team for our primary and specialty physician services, and then moved into the vice president of operations, and then now moving into president.
Holy cow. And how long did that take?
So I started in March of 2019.
Wow. So you took your time then. All right.
Yeah. I think it's March 2018. It might have been March of 2018. I get those years mixed up, but yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well, how exciting. So now we know that. Do you actually know what a president of PSP does? Because your predecessor, Adam Milstein, no one could figure out what he was up to.
Yeah, so I'm being trained by Adam, and yeah, so I would say I'm in the process of learning and evolving every day as far as what this position entails. I think the really cool thing with primary and specialty physicians, because we became a group initially of 4 legacy companies, I feel like our platform has always kind of been, we've been able to build our story. And so I think that's going, like this role with what it looks like even just a year ago with what Adam was doing compared to where we are now and where we will be in 6 months, this role is going to continue to evolve as far as responsibilities and that piece. I think my biggest focus right now is making sure that my team has the tools and people in order to meet our goals and needs, and then continue to be their leader.
Wow, this is great. And what part of this shows everybody out there in Coronis land is that as the former business owners move up or move into different jobs, we're very eager to fill the roles we had with excellent people that have supported us in those roles previously. That is always the first place we look, and it always will be the first place we look. So very exciting. You mentioned that you don't know really where we will be in 6 months. So the next question is a bit of a sticky one then. Where do you think Coronis is going to go over the next 2 years?
Yeah, I'm really excited for where Coronis is going. I mean, if you take a look back at where we came from the last year and just seeing our growth, the internal collaboration and communication with all the other divisions, and growing our global team, growing our onshore team in technology, it's been really exciting. Getting to work with vendors like McKesson has been just absolutely amazing. So I think in 2 years, like I said, I think our story is something that we all could control and write. And I think we're going to some really cool places. I think the big thing I'm looking forward to is continuing with the employee engagement. One of the big challenges that I've given myself is, how do I continue to engage with our employees in this hybrid remote world? With PSPS, we have 9 legacy brick and mortars, but then we also have staff that expand across the entire United States. So how do we continue to engage with our team kind of in this remote environment? How do we grow with our software and technology? Super critical for us to continue to be kind of on that cutting edge of technology and healthcare. So how do we continue to grow with that? And then really just continuing to watch the team grow, like watching the leaders that have come out of the organization has been phenomenal. And I really look forward to working with the rest of the Coronis team. We've had the opportunity to work with the FQHC team on a couple of webinars. We've had the opportunity to work with the EMS team to help us with some Medicare refiles. And so I'm just really excited to continue to work and collaborate with the experts within Coronis and take our story to that next level.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I'm so excited. And you mentioned McKesson. I'm here in Las Vegas. All you Coronians out there, it's the first time McKesson's got together for their national sales event. We've got over 2,000 attendees here, and we have been hot. We have been having morning to evening conversations with McKesson reps and McKesson managers, and the level of demand out there for Coronis services is massive. And we are going to see a huge influx of business from that relationship. Very excited. I know you've been great supporting that, and thank you. Last question. Tell some of the Coronians out there a little bit about Abby that people may not know.
Yeah, I feel like this is always a tough question for me. So actually, in PSPS, when we were starting to come together as those 4 legacy companies, we played a game with our team where I had everybody send me 3 facts about themselves, and I read it to each of the staff, and then we had to raise our hands to figure out who that actually belonged to. So I will say that my team has much cooler facts about themselves than I do. But I think one thing that a lot of people don't know about me is I am 1/8 Native American, and I actually have naturally curly hair.
Oh, well.
So I don't have anything creative. It's kind
Yeah,
of
that's very. I also have naturally grey hair, so that's very cool as well. Well, Abby Arnold, congratulations on an amazing career to date. You are the shining example of what dedication, drive, and customer focus can get you here at Coronis for a career, and long may it continue. Coronians, there is no limit. Take care. We'll see you next month.